Now that the state of Texas has taken over operation of the 288 Expressway, will those tolls ever drop?
ABC 13's Elisa Rivas has been looking into this and is asking the state for answers.
We are asking because you have been asking us. Drivers have been talking about the pricey drive on the 288 toll lanes for years, sometimes around $15 a trip. While the state promises to eventually reduce those tolls, drivers haven't seen a huge drop right away.
It's another busy morning on State Highway 288. Leaving Brazoria County and heading into the heart of Houston will either cost you time or money. Drivers will tell you so.
Do I need to wake up earlier? Sometimes waking up earlier doesn't make a difference. So you kind of have to see if like $13.99 is what you got to pay, or if not, seeing if your boss will be okay with you showing up late.
Sometimes I take 288 home to get on 610, and there are times where I've seen it like $10, $7. I mean, sometimes reasonably like $3.80, $4, but it just depends on the time of day and the time that I need to get home quicker. The prices seem to be skyrocketed.
And does it just seem like too much?
Yeah. Oh, yes. Absolutely. A round trip could cost me $20 in one day. It's crazy.
The interchange.
Earlier this year, the Texas Transportation Commission, essentially TxDOT, exercised its right to purchase the toll lanes from the private operator, Blue Ridge Transportation Group, BTG. Calling the deal a big win and extraordinary for Texans. The state is acquiring a $4 billion asset for $1.7 billion.
Does that seem like a good deal?
No, absolutely not. It's not a good deal because, of course, the way they're going to be financing it is with debt. And so that true cost, of course, with the payment of interest is going to continue to skyrocket.
State Representative Briscoe Cain believes tolls are taxes and says he inquired by way of this letter when the state first began to execute the buyback.
First, we'd like complete transparency. What's the real cost of acquisition? What's going to be the ticket on the taxpayers as they pay off those debts? It's extremely important to get figured out. As far as the, maybe the bait and switch by TxDOT about what they're offering people compared to what they're having to pay.
The state says the funds for the buyout ultimately come from toll users, and TxDOT will begin plans to build 2 free general-purpose lanes along portions of State Highway 288 between 610 and Beltway 8 by no later than 2030. Yes, that's right. More construction coming soon, paid for by the toll revenue.
It is possible, according to TxDOT, that the tolls could end one day. I asked about a timeline for reevaluating current toll prices, and they said as soon as possible. In a response by email, TxDOT responded to our request for information, saying TxDOT could consider removing tolls once the planned $1.7 billion of debt has been paid off by toll revenues. They also said the money will be paid off 10 years faster than it would have been in its original agreement with BTG, but in that same statement acknowledged that there is interest and fees associated with borrowing all of that money for the buyback. They said all future decisions on tolling policies will be made under the authority of the Texas Transportation Commission.